Everybody's pulling out winners today. That's what I'm talking
Gems.
about.
Some gems.
All right, I'm going to get mine in real quick. So, one, and I'm kind of on the same boat that Will was on, meaning I picked movies that had other stuff on it. Like it was about sports, but the little side thing on the movie was just made it extra. One was Ali. Will Smith as Muhammad Ali.
Yeah.
He, you know,
Killed it.
killed it. And it was much more than just the fighting. Like the fighting parts were amazing, but the backstory, he was before my generation. So to see something docu-movie kind of, and if they did it right, they did it right. If they, every movie embellishes things, so I'm sure they did too. But for a movie, sports movie, like it holds me. Not all long-running movies hold me, and that one does. So
Yeah, that was a long one. And credit to all the people that portrayed the real people in real life, because a lot of them were like spot on. Fucking John Voight playing Howard Cosell. I would have never thought that would have worked, and he did great.
He killed it as Cosell.
They have like a behind the scenes like little clip of Will and him going like some kind of back and forth, and they're still like in that character, but they're not taping. If I find the clip, I'll try to send it to you guys. But it's mad funny. But it's just like, it shows how good these guys were as far as like portraying those characters,
The guy who played Frasier. Like, it looked like they took him out of the past and brought him in to make the movie. Like, it was good.
Yeah, they did a real good job.
Yeah, I liked it. The other is still in that same vein. Moneyball with Brad Pitt. Never saw that, Will?
I didn't see that one. Yeah.
So it's about,
good.
and actually a pretty good cast on that too. Brad Pitt, Jonah Hill, Star-Lord. I forgot his name. Like,
Chris Pratt.
So it's a good cast, and it's about, and it's kind of real story-ish too. Brad Pitt's character is Billy Beane when he became GM of the A's, and the A's didn't have money, but it was like still make a winner. And the old way of doing things, like the old guys, the old scouts, everybody was still trying to do it that way. And Billy Beane ran into Jonah Hill's character, who was just an analytics guy. And he was like, look, these stats say if you get people that do this, 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 and this, you're going to win. And that was the first time that got introduced to baseball. And actually got introduced to baseball, and that opened it up to all the other sports.
I was going to say, it is the way it is now because of them two. Like them opening up the analytics and all that. It's because.
Yeah, and it shows the behind the scenes. Like, I enjoy that movie. And, they show baseball here and there, but it's not like a super baseball movie like that. But it's sports related. It's a sports movie. But it's pretty good. I enjoyed it.
Yep.
And Brad Pitt, man. He's a good-ass actor. So.
Cool.
Major League One is on my list. I wanted to put 2 because of that part when they were promoting the movie. But I couldn't because the original was just it's one of those movies that you can't make now.
Oh yeah, oh no.
But that's what made it such a great movie. One of your favorite TV shows, 24, got President Palmer as a bad sounding Cuban.
Serrano kid.
Charlie Sheen, pre-Tiger Blood days.
Yeah.
It was an all-star cast.
Yeah.
Tom Barron, like, it was just a great cast, and they had a great movie. It was funny.
Yeah.
All sports, like, that's one of those ones that have nothing to do
Snipes.
with Wesley. Oh my God, Wesley Snipes, like, that's an incredible cast that made an incredible movie. Like, that's a great sports movie.
Yeah.
So from there, I'm only gonna say this because, Will, you said it, you agreed, and I'm putting it the cherry on top. The Program. The part that I remember, I remember all the lines. I remember the movie, but I remember watching it as a kid. They had a ban. I never saw the full movie because they banned that one part.
Oh.
That it was like an initiation thing, and part of the initiation is they would just lay in the middle of a highway or a road and cars would just zip by him. So, you know, our generation being our generation,
Let's do it.
Let's
Yeah,
do it.
exactly.
And like
We
three
gotta do
people,
that on Central Avenue right now.
and like 3 people immediately died. So
Yeah, I
they
remember. Yeah, you're right. I remember that now. That was a big thing back then.
they brought it to that movie.
Yes.
They took
Yep.
that part out and they just
remember that.
replayed the movie.
So, you know.
Stupid.
And again, great cast all the way down.
Yeah.
So yeah. My 5th one, I'm not gonna stay on that because, like I said, that's your pick, and that was an awesome pick, and we talked about it. So my last pick is Remember the Titans.
Ah, I saw that.
Cool Disney flick, sports related, about overcoming prejudice and overcoming boundaries. Like, the message is awesome. I found this awesome little tidbit out too while I was, you know, looking at different movies. Had all 3 characters from my favorite TV shows that we were talking about: Sons of Anarchy, The Wire, and Scrubs. All has a character in
Oh yeah.
Remember the Titans. I found out Turk was on the cornerback from the movie. I found out Barksdale played defense at the high school and then grew up to be a drug dealer in Baltimore.
Sounds about right, right?
And the dude, the guy that ended up being his was his best friend, the white guy, and they hated each other because of prejudice and all that. He ends up being a biker named Opie in Sons of Anarchy. Excuse me.
Huh.
So
were they actually in scenes together by chance?
Huh?
Were they actually in scenes together, or they just happened to be on the show?
No, they were all in scenes together.
Oh wow, okay.
Especially, I'm just gonna say their other character names, especially Opie and Barksdale. Like, they were pivotal in the movie as far as them growing together.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that was just a fun fact.
Nice.
I remembered I Remember the Titans. I did the research, and I'm like, oh shit, they had to go on my list after that point.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it back full circle. So my honorable mentions, said it before, Any Given Sunday speech puts Any Given Sunday on my honorable mentions. I mean, again, that speech, and you know, you sent it to me. Like, I chopped it up to even make it more about life and less about football. So that thing is just one of the most inspirational movie speeches I ever heard. So definitely honorable mention. Other honorable mention as a kid, loved it as a kid, Mighty Ducks.
Oh, I remember that.
Something. So there was like an anniversary of, I don't know if it was the anniversary of the movie or just recently. I just something on my timeline saying like this happened whatever years ago. The Mighty Ducks, maybe obviously fictional, but like they won the championship like just recently.
I don't remember. I know if they did, the goalie wasn't invited because he became a meth head. Like, they had a report on him like 2 months ago saying that he, let's just say he was a mess and he's on the mend, but he was really a mess. Like, he went almost to the bottom of mess before starting to climb back up. So, but I don't want to ruin my childhood memories. Let's Flying V this bitch. Like, nah, that was just a great movie, man. So yeah, and my other honorable mention is only my honorable mention because of one simple part. Caddy Shack 2 got panned. Like, people hated Caddy Shack 2. I thought it was funny. Goofy. Like, it was, I enjoyed it. It's not going, the only reason it's on my honorable mention list is because of the one part that introduced me to the word Fonzanoon. You never heard Fonzanoon?
No.
It takes a special person. I don't bust it out often. That means you're a special person when I call you a Fonzanoon. So in the movie, remember Jackie Mason the little short Jewish dude.
Yeah.
He was like everybody's favorite Jewish uncle or grandfather. You know what I'm saying? Like he was just a funny.
Real fast. He was always talking fast. Yeah.
Always talked fast. Had the old school Jewish accent going on. Like he was just. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Other people, if you saw the movie, Dan Aykroyd was in it. The guy from Unsolved Mysteries, Robert Stack. And a bunch of other people, if you saw, you'd be like,
oh, yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit, that guy. Oh, shit, that guy. Chevy Chase. No. Like that guy's there. So, long story short, Jackie Mason is a wealthy guy, but blue collar, earned it. Like he rags to riches. He owns a construction company. He's paid. But he still has that blue collar mentality. His daughter is dating some dude who's trying to get into or is from a wealthy family of just silver spoon in their mouth, and they're all stuck up and they're all assholes. And they own or run this country club, this golf country club, and I guess it's like a big deal to be in this country club. The daughter's like, Dad, I want you to introduce you to the parents. I want you in this club because it makes me look good and da-da-da. And Jackie Mason's just like, look, man, like, who cares? Like, it's not even a big deal. But he loves his daughter, so he goes and meets these uppity people. They start fucking with him because he's an outsider. So he starts fighting back. And long story short, he wins the club. Like, he owns the club. Turns it into, like, a fancy schmancy miniature golf thing. Like, he hooks it up. So when the daughter introduces him, the father, to the boyfriend, like, Dad, I want to, impress him. Don't do this, da-da-da. He's cute. I like him, da-da-da. So they talk for a second. He walks away. And he goes, what are you doing with this Fonzanoon? And she's like, Pop, what's a Fonzanoon? And this is the funniest thing I've heard in my whole entire life. He goes, a Fonzanoon is somebody who farts in the bathtub and bites at the bubbles.
That's funny.
I heard that as a kid, and it has not lost its shine. I still find that shit hilarious.
That's funny.
So I don't bust it out a lot, but if I'm like, this guy's a fucking Fonzanoon, that means you're a special type of asshole.
Yeah, top shelf.
Top shelf. You're a top shelf asshole. So that's...
You did it. You officially made it.
Yeah, like, congratulations. You're in rare air, buddy.
Yeah, that's funny.
So that's the only reason. Because as, people who loved Caddy Shack and, like, critics of movies hate Caddy Shack too. I found it funny, and that part made it legend for me.
Why did they? I don't remember the critics saying, like, why they hated it so much. I mean, I it's not in my top favorite movies, but I there are a lot of funny parts in them. I don't remember them. Like, I never, like, went back to go back and see them. But like you were pointing out, though, sorry to cut you off, but that was a really good cast, a lot of funny people. I don't know why it got negative reviews, though.
It wasn't Caddyshack 1 funny.
Oh, are you talking about Caddyshack 2? Okay.
Yeah, Caddyshack 1 was Bill Murray.
All right, I'm getting mixed up. Okay, that's why I'm like, wait a minute. Bill Murray was in there, but it wasn't that one. It was 2. All right.
Yes, and that kind of funny was that era. Bill Murray, like, that cast was able to pull off that funny, but it was like grown funny. It was like a sports comedy. Caddyshack 2 came and was just like, yeah, we're just gonna
do whatever we want.
Fuck the first one. Like, we're just gonna put Caddyshack 2 on it, but it's gonna be its own movie. And people hated it because of that. And the humor was more like toilet bowl humor. We call him fucking Fonzanoon. Like, what do you want? So I was like, so the humor was like toilet bowl humor, and it wasn't, at the pedestal that people put Caddyshack 1. So that's why everybody killed it.
So where do you rank Ladybugs?
For a brief moment, I thought about ladybugs.
Yo, Rodney Dangerfield,
As
hilarious.
as a honorable mention.
Okay.
I got nervous because that movie's not passing the test of time either, and in all the bad ways.
No, oh my God.
So I think the safe bet was to not touch ladybugs. I look, as a kid.
Hold on. All right, good. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
As a kid watching ladybugs, I was kid's age. The parts I remember, funny to me, the parts I remember, I haven't seen ladybugs in like over 10 years. Like I couldn't tell you parts. I just remember it entertaining me as a kid. But the parts that were like the premise of the movie, that's some To Catch a Predator shit now. Like you can't make that movie now. This movie's like most of the movies we're talking about, you can't make anymore.
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So, you know.
What was the other movie that I think that same kid was in a karate movie with
Chuck Norris.
You know, that movie was funny. And Joey Piscopo, right? Or
Joe
what's his name?
Piscopo.
Yeah, he had a funny
name
line.
of it.
He had a couple funny lines in that movie.
Didn't it have
Winnie Cooper, I think, was in there, right?
Winnie Cooper, everybody's like little kid crush for
Yeah.
TV sitcoms.
Winnie Cooper was up in there.
Yeah, but that was a cool little flick.
No, that was good. Oh, Karate Kid. Does Karate Kid go into sports movies? Has to, right?
I don't see why it wouldn't. If somebody said Karate Kid, like if we're letting Naked Gun go for 1/3 of it being about baseball.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the last part of it, but if we're giving it that, then hell yeah. Then, of course, yeah. It has to be put in.
Over the Top. Is arm wrestling considered?
I thought of that too. Yeah.
Yeah, you did? Nice.
I did, but then I was like, maybe that's not a sports movie, so I scrapped it.
The Van Damme movies and...
Well, hold on.
Sport.
Bloodsport,
Over the Top.
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
I give you. Over the Top is definitely a sports movie.
And a dope, the theme song for the movie was crazy back then too.
I wish I remembered it. I wish I remembered. I don't. What fucking Van Damme movie is a sports movie?
Bloodsport.
The Kumite fighting.
You know what? I take that back. That is definitely a sports movie. I'm sorry. Excuse me. You guys put that on like what are you, stupid? Yeah, like what are you, a fucking idiot? It's kickboxing. All right, no, absolutely. Bloodsport and kickboxing. I take both of them back.
Oh, what was the joint with Tommy's what do you think with the international
glass on his hands?
No. With that one too. No, the international team when they went over, like James Earl Jones was the coach.
Wait, I know what you're talking about. But remember Hot Shots when they did that, when the Hot Shots Part 2, when they redid that part when they were putting the
Oh yeah.
and they put like caramel on their hand wraps and then dipped like Oreo cookies and gummy bears and shit in it. I'm an idiot. This is the kind of shit I like.
No, there's not. Hey, I guess I'm an idiot too then because I'm fucking right there.
You're talking about best of the best.
Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. That was a classic.
Coach, he's gonna kill him.
Tommy, no, he's gonna kill him. Tommy, no.
Darth Vader, no.
Wow. Best of the best.
That's the no that you hear when you get denied from a female. You're like, no.
He should just stop right there. You just feel like you're being disciplined. Like whatever I'm doing, I'm stopping.
No. I'm like, all right, you got it. You're right.
Yeah. All right, have a good evening, ma'am.
Welcome to Bell Atlantic.
God, we thinking any more?
Anything else?
Off the cuff, like we're just kind of shooting them out.
Yeah,
dude, I loved your White Man Can't Jump pick. Wow. Oh, you know what was one for me, since you're taking it back in those days and keeping it in the Woody Harrelson, Wesley Snipes frame. Wildcats.
Oh wow, with Goldie Hawn, right? When
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah. That was actually a really good football movie too.
That was a good
That
sports
was a good
movie.
football movie. That was a real good football movie.
Had
Well,
a young.
More on the funnier side, not so serious, but.
Oh no, it was a complete comedy.
Yeah.
It was a complete comedy.
Oh, what about everybody loves this movie, but I don't like it. The one with Keanu Reeves as the quarterback. I mean, was it okay? Yeah, I think it was okay, but I wasn't like, oh, I gotta go see that again.
The Replacements to me.
Jon Favreau, I think, was in it too, right?
Who?
Jon Favreau.
Who's that?
He directed Iron Man. Chubby guy.
Oh yeah. No, he's in it playing a position that he looks like he doesn't fit. Like
he's like a quarterback or some shit. Running back. He's a running back.
He's a linebacker, but he just looks like he doesn't look like a linebacker.
Yeah.
So, okay, here's where I stand with The Replacements. It is flawed.
Oh,
it is a flawed, like, you see editing mistakes, like basic editing mistakes. You see things get like replayed just so they could replay it to fill in the film time. Like, it's flawed. But it's an entertaining movie.
Okay.
I am entertained when The Replacements come on. Maybe it's because Keanu Reeves could do no wrong to me. Like, he's just John Wick from Bill and Ted's and just an overall saint of a man. So maybe that's part of it. But The Replacements, Gene Hackman, it had a bunch of people that probably shouldn't have been on the field. Like the kicker was some lanky Irish
Australian dude. Oh yeah.
So I liked it. It was entertaining. It goes nowhere near on any of my lists. Not even an honorable mention. But if we're talking movies, I'm not mad at that.
Mm-hmm.
It's again, if you want a regular old comedy, nothing special, no extra shit. Just you have an hour and like 40 minutes, almost like 2 hours to just kill and be entertained. Then you would watch The Replacements. Remember, I guess it's a sports movie, football. The Last Boy Scout with Damon Wayans.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite movies, man.
Starts off with an impossible part. The running back's running with the ball and he pulls out a 9 and just starts shooting everybody.
Yeah.
Gets to the end zone. Ain't life a bitch. He just shoots himself in the head.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite movies, actually, man. I love that movie.
That's a sports movie.
Yeah. I didn't even think about that. Good catch.
Much like Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Yeah. That's a big
debate.
debate.
Last Boy Scout.
Damn.
Is a sports movie.
I like that pick. I mean, I forgot about it, too.
I just remembered it right now.
With a young Halle Berry.
Young Halle Berry. Who kind of still looks
the same.
She hasn't veered too far.
Yeah, she looks amazing still.
Only reason I watch Swordfish still.
Yeah, I know why you do. And
Monsters Ball. I've seen 5 minutes of Monsters Ball, and I'm pretty sure you know the 5 minutes I saw.
Yeah. I know the markers. I know where to start watching. I got the mental markers in my
1 hour and 53 seconds.
And there's 2 parts you got to do that too. There's this.
Dude.
Yeah.
If we're just judging on that part of it, that's gave everybody an Oscar that was involved in it.
Yeah, you can't go wrong.
Other than that,
good.
I can't really say I've watched Real for Real. I don't think I've watched any other part of that movie.
I don't remember any other parts of the movie.
Right, me too.
I'll say that. It'll make that sound better. I don't remember any of the parts either.
I remember some parts. I know Diddy was in it.
And I know Diddy was in it for like, he got all kind of praise and was in it for like the first 5 minutes.
I know Halle Berry's son in the movie was some like a heavy set kid.
hiding chocolate bars under his bed.
Something like that, right? Yeah, okay.
Pillow or something like that. And I know Heath Ledger shot himself.
Oh, wow. So that was what's his name's son in the movie, the dude, right? Billy
Yes.
Bob Thornton's son.
And I only know all of those parts because literally they were all stuck within the first 15 minutes of the movie. Halle Berry's kid gets introduced as a fat kid. Diddy dies in death row. And like 5 minutes after that, this dude, Heath Ledger, just kills himself in his dad's like a living room on his couch.
Yeah, there you go. I remember that.
And then there was just a great sex scene after that. Like, that's the only parts of it. The whole movie is boiled down to 15 minutes to me.
Seriously, you could really cut it down. Edit that bad boy.
God, now I just want to go on a rampage of just trying to think of sports movies off the cuff real quick.
I got two. So what do you think about, obviously there were two of the same kind of like style, but one was more serious. Little Big League and was it Rookie of the Year? When the kid fell on his arm and then like he had the super duper fast pitch he was doing. And then there was one where like the kid's grandfather was like the owner for the Twins, and they were looking for like a new owner after the grandfather passed away, so they made the kid the owner or the general manager.
With the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah.
You said Little Big League. Little Big League was cool. I feel like those two came out at the same time. One got burned and one didn't.
That's what I said. I'm sorry?
One got burned. Like, one got a lot of love, and the other one, they were both decent movies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think they were both decent. And I liked the one that was more serious, which was like the kid had to actually think what players he wanted on the team and
he had to cut his childhood hero.
Oh, I saw this.
Yeah. Which was Gary Busey or some shit like that, right?
No, you're
it was some other dude. Yeah, some other dude.
You're confusing him. Gary Busey was in the kid that broke his arm. Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
The worst form ever to throw a baseball, but apparently was able to throw it 120 miles an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The funniest part of that movie was so his last name, the kid's name was
Gardenhire, right?
Yeah, but the thing is, the manager, he would always fuck up his name. Like every time he was gonna say his name. So one time he called him like, oh man, what the fuck did he say? I'm fucking it up. It was some random, like, just bad, funny names.
Only in the end of the movie, he called him Garden. Like, he called him by his right name.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think which one I liked more between Little Big League and that one. When you said Little Big League, I thought you meant Hardball, also with Keanu Reeves.
Hardball.
Also a movie that dropped a few tears from my eye, if we're talking about that.
Hardball. What was that about again?
Dude, it was about Keanu Reeves, who's a degenerate gambler. Forgot how, court order or something. He ends up having to coach an inner city baseball team.
Oh, yeah.
Ragtag bunch. Different worlds. He ends up needing the kids as like support. The kids need him as a coach, as like, as an adult in his life, in their life, as like a father figure type. There's a part, man, that one of these little kids get killed because of some gang shit.
Chicago, yeah.
And it was the most adorable, shortest, cute little foul-mouthed kid ever in the history of movies. And he gets shot. And, like, his brother's laying there, holding him. And it's just a shitty-ass part. But Keanu's doing, like, a eulogy. Like, so it was an emotional part. That part all stuffed into one. And in general, that movie is just, it pulls at your heartstrings. Just because Keanu Reeves' character, life got him fucked up. The kids' life got them fucked up. They meet. Life is a little better than tragedy hits. It's pretty good, man.
Then he comes back and kills all those gangs. He goes back to his house and cracks open the floor and gets all his guns.
I was gonna say does some Neo shit on the baseball field.
That's the other movie.
That's that other shit. The other movie.
Yeah, John Wick is not a sports movie.
They killed my kids. Kids on the team. That was my Keanu Reeves attempt. It was horrible.
Don't fuck with Keanu Reeves' puppy and his kids.
Yeah.
Moral of any story.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
I actually have 3 that I thought you guys were gonna throw out there, but you didn't.
Hit me.
Only because you guys actually put me onto it. So the first one was Kingpin.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen it. That's a Len movie. I've never seen Kingpin.
Oh, it was Len that put me onto it.
Holy shit. Holy shit. I don't know how I forgot that.
I know. Yeah, that is your shit too. Like, how did you forget that?
That is my fucking shit, yo. That was just on this morning, and I had to stop watching it because I wanted to set up the fucking camera and shit like that. But great movie. Great fucking movie. Great movie.
You guys put me onto it. I watched it, and I was like, wow, this is hilarious.
It's fucking funny, man.
Yeah, it is funny.
Good cast.
Great. Another Woody Harrelson joint. We could do like a list of underrated actors. You said Gene Hackman earlier. Nobody talks about like how good he is in everything he fucking does.
But you know what though? Gene Hackman is. What were we talking about last week? Very briefly. I don't think I want to do a list on it, but we were talking about, excuse me, successful actors that are just themselves. Gene Hackman is just Gene Hackman with a different wardrobe on.
Yeah.
Good though.
I think it still works. He still works.
The cowboy movie that I already know you're thinking about.
The Quick and the Dead.
Which is an awesome flick.
You can't go fucking wrong. That scene when he time's up, Rusty. Time's up, Rusty.
Yeah, no, Gene Hackman is.
I love that fucking movie.
Yeah. Him and Denzel in Crimson Tide.
Yeah. He has a movie where he's like some kind of like a thief, and I'm forgetting a lot of people in it, but. Delroy Lindo, the black dude that was in Get Shorty.
Yeah, I know who he is. He was in Gone 60 Seconds.
Yes. All right. So he's in it with Gene Hackman, and they're like best friends, and they like do a bunch of like sophisticated robberies, where it's like like a plot twist after the plot twist at the end. Just when you think you know who did it, it's like that at the end. But I'll try to get the name of the movie, but it's a real good flick.
Nah, Gene Hackman, man. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. We talk about these actors like they're just them, but they're still good at what they do.
Yeah.
I like Gene Hackman.
Yeah.
And Will, you never saw Crimson Tide?
No, that I didn't see.
Crimson Tide.
I was just looking it up now.
That's 2 heavy hitters, like actor-wise, going at it.
In general, great cast.
Yeah.
Had Tony Soprano in it.
What to say? Yes, he was in it too.
Had the guy Viggo, whatever his name is, from I believe.
Oh yeah, young Viggo.
Lord of the Rings, young
Viggo Mortensen.
Is Viggo?
Yo.
Too bad Ghostbusters 2 is not a sports movie. I'd have thrown that in there.
Because, or we could do like a list on unique characters, and that motherfucker goes on there.
There's so many different genre things we can do. Janosch.
Yeah.
That was a good, you know what? That was a good sequel. Didn't get the love of the first one, but it was a good sequel.
I thought it was great.
I loved it.
Had
that music playing when they were moving the Statue of Liberty.
Come on, man. You can't beat that.
Got me hyped up as a kid.
Yeah, me too. So what was your other one? You had another one, Will?
I had another 2. The Sandlot.
Oh. Yo. All right. Wow.
You guys put me onto that.
Wow.
Before you guys mentioned it, I kind of saw it and I was like, whatever. And then you guys kept talking about it and I finally saw the entire movie. I was like, wow, this is actually a pretty good.
You want to talk about, all right, how we said earlier about how the white man can't jump. Every time you watch it, you want to go play basketball after.
Yeah.
The Sandlot, whenever I saw that, I had to go play stickball. I had to go play baseball. I had to go do something baseball related after I saw that movie.
You play ball like a girl.
That was classic, man.
What did you say? That is classic. That's a great movie. Sick.
Forever.
That's another one you can pull a lot of shit out of that movie.
And whenever the first, all right, so let's say that movie was like 2 hours, right? The first
good call,
40 minutes, it's like they show the Beast as like this dinosaur-looking dog. You know, like when they actually show him, he's like a puppy, like running out.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say he was a puppy.
Wait,
like he was a big-ass dog.
Compared to the lion-sized whatever thing that they use for like the replicated dog.
Also, Darth Vader.
Yeah.
A lot of movies we're picking have Denzel, James Earl Jones. Like there's just key characters that we're picking.
Yeah.
Goes to their acting. Yeah, Will.
Wow. Good. Wow. Yeah. Exactly. Amazing.
You are the MVP of this fucking.
I don't know how I forgot that. And one of the greatest lines ever: "Heroes get remembered, but legends never die."
Yeah. Yeah.
Your heart, and you will always go wrong. You will never go wrong, I should say.
Nah, that's good shit.
Yeah.
Squints.
Yeah, that was a good one.
And actually, 2 last ones is The Natural and Angels in the Outfield.
Never saw and saw one time and didn't care for it.
Yeah, I'm well. So The Natural. Funny story about The Natural. Will, you never play baseball games, right? So this one time he was like, "Yo, I want to play the whatever game I was playing." So he's up to bat, right? And I throw him a pitch, and he hits a home run. Like, I don't give up home runs. Whatever game this was, I never give up home runs. And he fucking jacked one out the park, right?
He hit a grand slam with nobody on base.
Yeah, I'm upset. I'm like, fuck. And all I hear is this nigga like, but I didn't know like what he was doing. I'm like, yo, what? Why are you humming that? And then he was like, yo, from the Natural. I was like, I'm like, what? And then I remember like, dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Yo, that shit had me extra tight. I'm like, I just gave you up a home run, and then you're gonna make fun of a joke, and I don't even know the joke, and then I get put on, and it's actually really funny. Like,
yo, Will is really putting us to shame right now, on many levels. Yo, on quite a couple levels. Will, you're pulling out A1 top show sports movies. First of all, second of all. Me and Lynn should be motherfucking ashamed of ourselves that we are not pulling out baseball movies. And you're not the baseball guy.
Yeah.
Nope, not at all.
Me and Lynn can talk baseball until our tongue falls out of our mouths.
Seriously.
And we just fucked the entire thing up.
Two classic baseball movies, regardless of what your age is. I think just because you love baseball, those 2 movies should be up there. Even
Angels in the Outfield and
No.
Natural?
No, The Natural is a really good baseball flick. And what's the other one with Kevin Costner and the?
Oh, I just confused those 2. You're talking about If You Build It, They Will Come. That's the Costner flick.
No, that's Field of Dreams, and that's another one. Oh man, Field of Dreams should be up there for like baseball movies.
Oh, The Naturals with Robert Redford.
Redford, right.
And he hits a home run, and it goes into the lights, and it's like busting the lights as he's like running around the bases.
He was like bleeding or something under his arm or something, right? When he was at bat, like he was hurting or something.
He was hurting. I don't remember from what though, but he was hurting from something.
And he
And he, like you said, he jacked that home run into like the stadium lights, and they were all bursting, and he's like running around the bases.
The lights blew. Yeah. Okay. No. The Natural. All right. I take that back. Will, you're good on The Natural. The other one.
Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
That's what James Earl Jones and
Kevin Costner. I like a couple of Kevin Costner movies. He makes sagas. Like, Kevin, it's like a shift at work if you're gonna watch a Kevin Costner movie.
Yeah.
Like, you have to clock in. You gotta take a lunch break if you're gonna watch a Kevin Costner movie. Them things last forever.
Yeah, they're lengthy. Damn, and damn, you just brought him up. And one of my favorite movies, For the Love of the Game, when he's the Detroit pitcher and he goes into Yankee Stadium.
I never saw it.
Pitch it. Oh, I love it. And you have
Bull Durham,
the announcer from the Dodgers that's like older right now. Vince Scully.
There you go.
You got him throughout the whole movie, like
Oh,
doing
is he?
the game. Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like calling the game throughout the movie. It has some good parts to it.
All right. All right.
Hoosiers,
I never.
you know.
Nah.
Gene Hackman.
I'll probably watch Joanna Man before I watch Hoosiers.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the old school movie with people shooting free throws underhand. Like, nah, I'm good.
Yo, the movie with Damon Wayans when he's the Boston Celtic and Dan Aykroyd and what's his name kidnap him.
I think it was. I think
the six man.
Was it?
No,
Celtic Pride.
Man. Celtic Pride. There you go.
Sixth Man was with Marlon Wayans.
Yeah.
That dumb fucking movie.
Yeah. No, I'm good.
I'm not gonna lie. The one with Celtic Pride is still a dumb fucking movie too. It was all right. I've seen it multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
So I can't outrightly say it's trash, but
Yeah. All right, well, I like it.
Yeah, so I mean we covered a lot of we just went to sports, other movies, all kind of shit. So good shit, guys. That was pretty good. Again, MVP, Mr. William.
Thanks.
Yeah, seriously. Sandlot.
Tip my cap. So that's it, man. So, guys, thanks for coming through, man. Appreciate it.
No doubt.
No doubt.
Catch you on the next one. We'll figure it out. We got to see if maybe, I don't know. Got to see what we're going to do. I like the movie talk is pretty, I like the movie talk. So, we'll see, though. We'll figure it out.
No doubt.
All right.
All
right, fellas. So, for Mr. Len, Mr. Will, I'm still exhausted, but I am also Paul. Peace. Go Braves. See, I got you.
Americans.
Yeah, nice.
The ace for the Americans.